and welcome back. Today we are doing more One Piece. This is episode 681, 682, 683, and 684. Last time we started at like a sort of a death game because Doflamingo activated the bird cage, and it essentially covered the entire island in this cage. And he said the game was, I believe, either come and kill me if you can, in which case the game will end, or kill the people that I'm gonna list. And if you kill all of those people, then you win and whatever. So very cool, very cool setup for this part of the arc. I don't really know, like, we were at a point where it was like we were coming towards the Doflamingo in the castle, and we were like beating some of his people and stuff. And then this happened, and that kind of changes everything, I feel like. That kind of changes the entire format of what this arc was setting up to be. So I don't know where we go from here. Like, I mean, I could make guesses, but really it could go 1,000 different ways. So I'm really excited for it. We're gonna jump right into it. Make sure to support these videos if you can, liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel. All that stuff helps me out because I am a small channel, a very small channel, and so every like, every comment, every subscription does wonders for me. So please make sure to comment down below your favorite parts of the video, what you liked about these episodes. Even you know, when people just leave a comment that just says like awesome video, those people are awesome, and I love those people. So make sure to do that if you liked the video. And also my Patreon account has the next 20 or so episodes in full-length version, so you can get videos early and you can get them without any of the edits on them. You just have to sync it up with your own footage. You can also join my YouTube membership down below to get 1 week on edited videos early. So no matter what, there's something good out there for you, or you can just stay here on the YouTube channel and support me those other ways that I mentioned before. So let's jump into One Piece episode 681. One Piece, woo! We are best friends. Okay, recap Rubik's. If you're new to this channel, this is the recap Rubik's. It's a Rubik's Cube that I do while the recap is going on, and the goal is to beat the recap. Alright, that's the cube complete. Okay, this episode is going to be called the truth of the birdcage, Doflamingo's real plan. I don't know. I feel like I'm bad at titles now. I shouldn't have started doing this every video, but now I feel like I can't stop because people will get sad. That's crazy that it can cut off contact. How does that work? Like, how do you... That's really sad. How do you stop the snails from talking to each other? With string? Oh! Okay. Is he gonna start freeing people? Yeah, or at least to stop them from killing people. Oh my gosh. He's trying to make sure of his theory. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, she just revealed his secret identity. Him doing laps around everyone. I think I'd be this uncool if I was around Robin and Koala, you know? Jesus, man. It's so fucked. So you also get money for taking out the 12. Oh god, oh god. 1 stars, okay. Rebecca. Robin's only a 1 star? I mean, I guess I get it. Kinemon. Viola. Frankie. Okay, those are the 1 stars. Heroes. Okay. I wonder how many stars are there? Are there 3 stars? Probably not if Zoro is only 2 star. Or maybe there's 1 3 star and it's like Luffy. Oh. There are still 5 left, right? Okay. Sabo. Oh, I see. So it's more about their position. Luffy. Law. And then is it the other 2? Is it Koala and Hack? Oh no. Riku, of course. Okay, so Koala and Hack aren't on the list then. Oh, isn't there 1 more? Or did I miscount? I thought he said 12. Damn. I mean, I guess because he took the fruit, right? Is that why Sabo's a big target? Wait, or is Usopp like #1? Is he actually? Is he gonna be a 4 star? Or a 5 star? Oh my god, he's a 5 star. Usopp's a 5 star! That's fucking really funny. Oh my god. Honestly, pretty good like retribution for Usopp for, you know, trying to run away originally. Although I guess it's also punishing him for following through with the plan. Man, and Usopp's already really fucked. I forgot about Kanjuro. Man, what a game. Kinda makes him look badass though. It's a good question. You guys should go after Doflamingo. I know he seems the scariest, but there's an indent where he was. Oh my god. Yeah, kill him. You guys had your chance. Oh no, you could hit his back as well. His back is actually vulnerable. Oh, not his head though. Oh my god. Their snails are still working. That's not fair. Was that? That was suspicious sounding. They just walk into it. It's very funny. I mean, I feel like they can't see it. They can't see the barrier. They just walk into air. But it's still funny just seeing that happen. Oh, our snail is working as well. So as long as it's a local snail, I guess. You can't make international calls. He just wants to gossip. Aww. He's hopping over there. Yes, indeed. He's an amazing, awesome man. One of the coolest men we've ever met. Oh. So she hadn't even put together that soldier and her father were the same person? She just realized she had a father again. Oh, that changes things? I guess that makes sense. Oh, she suspected, but she didn't know. Oh. Oh. Someone give her a hug. Come on, Robin. There you go. Well, okay. It's not really a hug, but I'll count it. Because she's keeping her hand on her back. Hell yeah. Oh, it's so good. I love Rebecca. Nice. Bit of a slow episode in terms of pacing, honestly, but still, like, solid. I love it. I love some of the stuff that happened in this episode. So, okay, well, I guess we'll talk about the stars first, because the fact that Doflamingo puts out a bounty, and he orders the bounty in terms of, like, least to most important, but then he puts Usopp at the very, very top with a 5-star bounty is very funny. That's a really good joke. Like, it's a great joke, it's a good plot line, and it also works in, like, it's sort of, like, it's a weird mix of it's karmic retribution for Usopp, you know, like having that episode of like pure selfishness, you know, like it feels like the world's punishing him because he like was gonna run away and leave those people behind, and actually, like, you know, they got more hurt while he was gone, so he did actually like cause people some pain by running away. But then he came back and he did save the day, basically. So it's like he still, you know, ended up doing it. So, like, in a way, it's karmic retribution for him running away. But then in another way, it's almost like the world's punishing him for being brave. Because if he didn't come back, he wouldn't have, you know, stopped. He wouldn't have gotten all the toys back or whatever, which means that people wouldn't have worshipped him as God, which means Doflamingo wouldn't be pissed at him. So, like, yeah, I don't know. I guess it just depends what sort of lesson Usopp takes from this. I hope the lesson he takes is just to go all in and be brave, but I don't think that's the lesson he's gonna take from it. And I mean, as I said last I think it was last video that I said that, like, you know, I anticipate Usopp's character is gonna stay pretty cowardly throughout most of the series because of reasons that I said in the last video, and you can go watch that video instead. So I don't like just completely repeat myself in the discussion. Even though I do repeat myself a lot, I'm not going to repeat the entire discussion word for word. By the way, I want to take this moment to acknowledge that I saw recently that Frankie's voice actor is, I believe, stepping down from the role, right? I think he's retiring in general, but like from voice acting in general. But I kind of saw it while scrolling through the other day. And that's very sad. Obviously, I'm not going to feel the effects of that for, like, quite literally, like, 500 episodes. But that is very sad. So I hope that voice actor is okay. And I'm sorry to hear that, because I know, like, One Piece fans, especially watching the more modern episodes, are going to be devastated by that. Because he is like that voice actor is an iconic part of the One Piece universe, and like honestly, you know, I feel like the thing is, like, I haven't given him as many props as maybe I should, because like, for example, he played Django, who I didn't care that much about, and then Mr. What number was he? Mr. 2? Bon Clay, doesn't matter. He played Bon Clay, who, you know, like, I think Bon Clay is fun and funny, but I don't really love him. He's just like a, you know, a decent little character for me. But that's not to say that the voice actor does a bad job. The voice actor is great, and something I've always loved about the voice actor is he has, like, his voice just feels like it fits in the One Piece universe, you know? Like, it's got such an iconic, sort of simultaneously goofy but distinctive sound to it that it just really works for especially a lot of Oda's sense of humor. It really works nicely. Frankie is his best character by far, and I do like Frankie. I like him quite a bit. And I mean, when we first met Frankie, I did also feel like his voice, like, strangely, like, I was like, this isn't what I imagine, like, a character that looks like this to sound like. But you know, like, that's I think it was written for him though, like written with him in mind. So it makes, you know, I feel like that's a little strange, but as you like learn more about him, it does match his character a lot. And so yeah, it'll be crazy to hear whatever the next voice actor does, if they're going to try to do like an impression and try to do a very similar sounding voice, or if they're going to do their own take on it. I imagine they'll try to go for a very similar sounding voice, but it'd be hard to do, I think, because he's got a very iconic voice. But I think you guys will notice when I'm doing, like, when I ever do, you know, when I did the dub where I dubbed an episode of One Piece, or when I did the skit about One Piece, you'll notice when I'm doing Frankie, I always do Frankie like this, you know? And that's because that's the English dub voice, which is Patrick Sates does the English dub voice. And, you know, Patrick Sates is a very deep voice, you know, so I gotta do that for Frankie. And it's not because, like, I'm more familiar with Patrick Sates. I'm not. You guys watch me watch the sub. The sub is what I watch most of the time. I only really watch the dub if I am rewatching some stuff, or if I'm watching filler episodes. But there's a few reasons that I went with that version of Frankie, and one is because it's easier to do with my voice. Like, as I said, the sub Frankie has a really strange voice. I don't think I can't even do it because he's got a gravel to it. But when I do the gravel, it's just Usopp's voice. Like, this sounds like English dub Usopp, kind of, you know? And so I can't really, like, do the gravel without just sounding like Usopp. So it's much easier for me to do this voice for Frankie, and it'll be distinctive from Usopp. But then also, because if I look at Frankie, like, this is the voice that I would give him. You know, I would give him a deeper voice because he's a big robot dude who has, like, lasers and cannons and wears sunglasses and shit, you know? So, all this to say, the Frankie voice actor is very talented, and I think he has a very distinct voice, and I wonder how it's going to be when they replace him. But I think, obviously, the One Piece episodes are on hiatus anyway, so we're not going to find out for, like, what is it, 4 or 5 months or something? Anyway, sorry to take a big detour from talking about the episode to talk about something else, but you know, this is my chance to talk with One Piece fans about One Piece, so I thought I would do it here. Anyway, and when you guys are seeing this on YouTube, this would have happened weeks and weeks ago. At least when I'm talking about it now, it happened like a week ago or half a week ago or something. Anyway, so Usopp getting the 5 stars, very funny. And then I didn't realize that Rebecca didn't realize that Soldier was her dad. But now that I think about it, it does make sense, right? Because when all the memories flood in, it's not just like you start to see that toy as your dad again, you know? Like, what actually happens is you just gain back the memories from beforehand. That's really it. You just gain back the memories that you had lost. But your current memories don't change, or your memories after that don't change at all. So, like, all she knows is that, like, she had a father. You know, at some point she had a father, and he was turned into a toy, and that's kind of it. You know, like, for all she knows, she could have had a father who was turned into a toy, and then that toy was disposed of and killed and is gone now. But she did say, like, when she was going through those flashbacks, she said something like, I thought so, or like, you know, I knew it, or like something like that. Like, she did suspect that Soldier was her dad, but she didn't know it. And I think it was probably one of those things that's like a passing thought where she was like, oh my God, I have a father. And then in her mind, she's like, oh, Soldier was some random man as well. Like, wouldn't it be nice if he was my dad? You know, like that could have passed through her mind, but she didn't want to, like, say, oh, is he my father? Because that is like setting herself up for disappointment. So instead she goes like, what kind of man is he? But it just, like, Oh gosh, like it gets me emotional thinking about the fact that she like stops and starts crying because all the memories of her father flooded, and just the idea that like her father was with her the entire time. It's just it's so beautiful. It's so adorable. Yeah, all right, well, let's move on to the next episode while I'm still emotional. This is episode 682 of One Piece. Here we go. Go east, go west. Okay, recap Rubik's. Here we go. And that's the cube complete. Okay, this episode is gonna be called Rebecca makes it to the boss. Rebecca kills Doflamingo. In this one episode, she's gonna kill Doflamingo, and it's gonna be anticlimactic and great. Where you going? Aw, so we don't have Sabo and Koala with that group anymore? He knows that he wants to go and kill Doflamingo. At us, yeah. Luffy's probably like, well, we were gonna kill him anyway, right? Or beat him up. We're gonna take him down anyway. Yeah. I like how calm Luffy was when he said that. That's not an issue now. I like those moments where it feels like Luffy's really in tune with what's going on. It's very satisfying. Nice. At least fucking Fujitora can keep his people kind of under control. Oh, that's not good. They'll come off. Oh yeah, you could have probably followed it the entire way. Like nothing could have blocked her side on it, right? She's just like very perceptive, which is great. Oh my god. Yeah, Cavendish, you know what? Follow Straw Hat. Follow Luffy until you get to Doflamingo, and then let loose the serial killer in you. Oh, that's so cute. She's so adorable. Big shots? What's up, motherfuckers? Are we gonna see her fight? Whoa! Oh. Huh? Wait. Is she using Fishman karate? That looks like what she's doing. Was she trained by Hack or whatever to use Fishman karate? Because it showed like webbed fingers. But also just her stance. Damn. I love how pissed he is. Oh, I love Fujitora. He's a great character. Like it's so satisfying seeing a Navy guy who actually sees what's wrong with the Navy and is high up in it, you know? Him and Kobe would get along well. Yeah, I mean, she's just got a small body, a child's body. Yeah, I don't really blame Treble for that. I mean, you guys put on that competition. If you didn't want to lose the Flare fruit, don't put a competition for the Flare fruit. This is what I like about Doflamingo. He doesn't like... He's not too punishing. Damn. You want to take out Fujitora? Yeah. Yeah, Doflamingo can't have that happen. I just realized that Doflamingo with this power could be swinging around like Spider-Man. That's kind of cool, seeing the leaves like get cut so easily on the... That's cool. God, the women just holding on to him. It's good that you recognize that. The respect he has for Frankie. Oh shit! He's gonna bounce! Hey, respect for saving the women. Nice job for saving the tramps. Those are some big players. Those are some big players. They're all two stars? 3 stars? Oh, 2 or 3 stars. 1, 2. Oh my gosh, he's here. Oh! We're actually gonna fight? Or are we just gonna keep running away? Super weight human. Oh my gosh! Nice! Nice! They're just like slide adjustment. Good job, Zoro. He probably could have cut him down, but it actually 2 birds with 1 stone. Fujitora's here. Oh my god. I really don't expect how big Fujitora is. Ah, cool. Cool episode. I liked at the start of the episode how Luffy, you know, when Law is like, Straw Hat, what the fuck are we doing? Our goal was to take down the factory, and then if we take down the factory, you know, the Doflamingo and Kaido alliance breaks down and Kaido kills Doflamingo, and then, you know, and then we weaken Kaido's army at the same time. Like, that was what the plan was. And now what's happening is like Kaido's wrath is going to be at us. It's very clear that we're the ones to blame for all of this to go down. And so, like, what the fuck are we doing here? Why are we still fucking around? And Luffy says something along the lines of, look, that's not an issue for now. Which I really like, because he didn't go like, that's not an issue for now. He went, that's not an issue. You know, like he said it very calmly in a way that's like, it's not Luffy being sporadic. Like when Luffy yells at Rebecca through the snail saying like, I'm gonna go kick Doflamingo's ass for you and stuff, I believe he'll do that, but that's Luffy in the spur of the moment, like with his emotions raging, he's making a spur of the moment decision, right? That's not Luffy going, well, this is the best way to do this and I have a plan on how I'm gonna do everything. Like, that's Luffy just being like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but all I know is I want to punch this guy and I'm gonna do it for you. And so that's when Luffy's, you know, being incredibly emotional in his own way. And people don't tend to use the word emotional for that type of thing a lot of the time, but that is what being emotional is, you know? People often level the word emotional at women because a lot of the time when women commonly express their emotions, it will be in a slightly different way. It'll be through sadness, essentially, rather than through anger, which is how a lot of men express their emotions. Obviously, there are always exceptions to that, but I'm just saying, you know, like I think it's pretty common for men to express through anger and for women to express through like tears, essentially. And so that's like Luffy being emotional when he's doing that. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to be emotional. it's only bad when you're doing bad things with your emotions, when you're taking them out on people that you shouldn't be taking them out on, etc., etc. So like Luffy, but he, you know, he's speaking with emotions in scenes like that. But then when we have a scene where Law says all of that to him and he doesn't like immediately yell back, and instead he just goes like, it's not something we need to worry about right now. When he does that, it's like, holy shit, this is Luffy being contemplative. This is Luffy actually considering everything, you know? Because, I mean, he yells a bit after that, but that one line is like him basically taking a deep breath and going, well, this is genuinely what I believe is what we are going to be doing, you know? And he's saying it with just a firmness and a respect that I respect. It makes me want to follow him as a captain. Like those are my favorite Luffy moments, I think. Those moments where I feel like I fully get why Luffy is captain. And like moments where he kind of surprises me, but it all like lines up. Like I think of moments like I feel like the Usopp and Luffy fight, and like when they sort of broke up, I feel like at those times, honestly, Luffy was, you know, it was a tough situation. I'm not saying he handled it perfectly, but he was being a pretty good captain then, and he was like trying to put the crew and their lives and all of that first, and so that was him making a hard captain's decision. But I think that's a moment where I was like, that's Luffy in captain mode. That's him doing what a captain needs to do. And then back in Alabasta, when they are like headed towards the army or whatever, and Luffy stops them and says, actually no, we're gonna go to fucking Crocodile, and that's my decision because Vivi is being a bit selfish right now. Like that scene right there is Luffy being a leader and like making a strong decision, but a decision that he truly believes is best for everyone. So so those sorts of moments where it's like Luffy is being a strong leader and is speaking with conviction at the strength of his own leadership is so satisfying to me, and I love those moments, and I always want to see more of those moments. So I know it was just one line in this episode, but it's one line that I really enjoyed. So about Koala, can she use Fishman Karate? I didn't know that could happen, because I imagine she's not a fishman. It could be like we could actually just like reveal that she's, well, no, she's not a fishman. We saw her. I just remembered we saw her backstory. But she did, you know, like in her when she was young, spend time around fishmen. Obviously, fishmen saved her, so it does make sense that she like takes after fishmen. But if this is the first non-fishman we see using Fishman Karate, that's really cool. I really like that detail. It's a good way to show that they had a strong effect on her life, to have her using that way of fighting. And it's really cool. Like I mean, this is assuming that I'm right about this, but I'm pretty confident that that's Fishman Karate. And it's a cool that how they showed it. Like, I like that you can tell what Fishman Karate is from the stance. Like the stance that's just like that or whatever, you know, like you can punch them like that, and you have like one arm like this, right? I'm trying to get like an image of her in that stance, because there's this image. So like that's a pretty decent, you know, you have the one fish back, you have the other hand like this. When you're actually doing it, it kind of feels strange. You know, that feels like a strange stance, but that's kind of the interesting thing about Fishman Karate, you know? Although that does make me think, she then punched with, I'm trying to see. Oh no, she punched with her right arm. Okay. I thought for a second like maybe she's left-handed, but no, I mean, but anyway, the thing is, like, I like that they showed that, and then I like that they showed like not gills, webbed fingers, right? But like she doesn't have webbed fingers, but they like made these webs out of light essentially to show us like these are the techniques she's using. This technique you normally see used by people with webbed fingers. And so like it was a really cool subtle way to show that she's using Fisherman Karate. I really liked that. I'm sure they're going to explain it in a future episode. She's going to talk to someone and say what her fighting style is, or she's going to be fighting and Nico Robin's going to be on the side and go like, well, that's Koala, she uses Fisherman Karate or whatever, right? But I like that this is the introduction to it, and they didn't explain it. They didn't like they just showed it to us, and it makes perfect sense, you know? It's great. Really fun. I still continue to enjoy that Doflamingo's way of leading people is not too punishing. I really enjoy that. I've said it a bunch of times, so I'm not going to dwell on it. But I just really enjoy that, you know, these two did kind of make a mistake in a way. Even though, as I said, I don't think I fully blame Trebol for how Sugar got knocked out. I mean, it was a crazy fucking weird way to get knocked out. But also, I mean, to be fair, they were being like, and this almost every One Piece villain suffers from this, but they were being a bit too overconfident, and there are more efficient ways to take out the Straw Hats than what they were doing. But yes, like it's like, well, I mean, I think it was Sugar's fault, right? Because she specifically wanted to like take the poison grape and put it into Usopp's mouth. They could have taken Usopp out easily a variety of other ways, or she could have turned Usopp into a toy. Like, there was so much stuff that they could have done, but she wanted to get revenge essentially for the fact that they were going to poison her, or at least she thought they were going to poison her. So it was Sugar's fault that it happened. Trebol, it really wasn't his fault. So, but even, you know, with that being said, so many villains would punish Trebol for that, you know? I feel like Crocodile would have fucking fed him to the Banana Gator or whatever. So yeah, like the fact that that Doflamingo is like, well, it's the past and like whatever, let's just move forward, is kind of cool. It's kind of just a really nice trait for a villain, I think. And yeah, Fujitori's here, so I can't wait to jump into the next episode. Let's do it. This is episode 683. Here we go. Shining, burning forever. Okay, recap. Rubik's. Here we go. Alright, that's a cube complete. Okay, this episode is gonna be called Fujitora kills Zoro? A surprising twist. It's a bold prediction, but if it comes true. Oh. That seems well drawn. Oh shit. Is this gonna be well animated? It just felt like it took a step up. Oh shit. Oh. The way he's shaking like that. No, I want to see more of that, please. Huh? Oh. Is that why Pika hasn't spoken until now? Jesus. I thought Pika maybe just couldn't talk. Oh my god. It's a fun way to think about it, that this is like an election. Except, you know, you're making it very biased by threatening people. This feels very similar to like the Biggest Dickus or whatever scene from Monty Python. Oh no. Oh. Oh my god, why not make your arm? Like, why are you doing it with your leg? It just seems annoying. Oh my god. Poor guy. He just brought a little joy to the castle by laughing at someone. I guess that's not a great way to bring joy to the castle. Ooh. And killed my father? Yeah. Don't laugh at my family. Yeah. That's the vibe that I've always got from him, so I like that that's his actual thing. It's nice that he actually genuinely cares about his family. It's not nice all of the murder and slavery that he's done. Is that fair to say? Yeah, I mean, at least you're famous. Can you create your hands as handholds to climb up there? Hell yeah, Fisherman Karate! Yeah, baby! Fuck him up! Oh. Oh yeah, Zoro. Fuck him up! Nice. That's okay. It's badass enough. Just sit back and watch. Would love to see it. Robin, you gotta do it. Uh-huh. Spider net. I was right! That's exactly what she's doing. Although actually this is more intricate than I thought. Oh, she's just making a full net. I thought she was just gonna create like little hands that you could grab onto. Find him. Oh, found him. Mm-hmm. Oh! Wow, nice. Thanks. Aww. Yes, thank goodness we have some of them on our side. Good stuff. He's loyal. Aww. Look at the light in her eyes. Jesus, man. Oh my god. Oh, poor dude. He maybe should have stayed inside. Well, you found him. Oh my god, he's fucking huge. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. It's cool that he's always got the iconic star thing on him. The diamond thing. Well, it wouldn't be a diamond. What is he? Pika? Is he supposed to represent one of the cards? Is it supposed to be like clubs? I can't remember. Oh no, I think he's spades? I don't know. Could be either. Could be clubs. Mm-hmm. If only we could have dealt with him beforehand. But I don't know how. I don't know how we can deal with him now. Jesus. Good punchline. You can hear the laughs from over there. Oh, he's fucking pissed. Oh god. He's probably gonna kill millions here. Yeah. I mean, yeah, even Doflamingo's family have to run, because it's gonna be pretty indiscriminate damage. We don't see Zoro laughing at very much, so I like it. Oh. Oh, you're dead. Oh my god, he's dead. Jesus, man. I mean, these people aren't evacuated or anything, right? This is just mass death. I mean, I'm sure most of them aren't really in their houses right now, but they're probably still close enough by. Oh, Jesus. Damn. All right, pretty cool episode, although I don't think I have much for it. No, I didn't write too many notes for this episode. I mean, there wasn't a crazy amount that happened, really. But basically, we got Pika's voice reveal, which is very funny. That, like, it's a good bit. I like it, you know, the idea of him having just like an absurdly high voice, but like a really intimidating presence and power and vibe. It's cool because I saw him originally and he was like just a monster in the walls and like reaching for things and smashing things, and so I was like, oh, I don't even know if he's a person, you know. I thought he might just be just a creature, just a, like, I don't know, a something that doesn't really have a personality or a voice or anything. But no, he's a dude. He's just a straight up dude. He just has a really high voice, and he, I think, doesn't talk much because people laugh at him when he talks, which is kind of sad. Like, it's, you know, it's not his fault what his voice sounds like. I mean, I am not amazingly proud of my voice a lot of the time, although I've gotten more comfortable with it. I mean, when you do as many videos as I do, I mean, I've put literally thousands of videos online at this point, not just on this channel, but yeah, throughout my entire life, like I've probably put at least like 10,000 videos out on YouTube, or on the internet in general. I hear my own voice a lot, so I think it would, like, I think I've very much come to terms with it. But I know a lot of people hate the sound of their own voice, and for me that was the case. I think now I'm pretty comfortable with it. I've gotten myself used to it. I've worked through those negative feelings, and sometimes I can even get my voice to the point, like I can do sometimes voices that I actually kind of like, but overall not super confident in my voice because I've always found my voice to be kind of, I don't know, well, I don't know if annoying is the word, but I don't sound as cool as I want to sound, essentially, you know. I sound a little dorky in my own head, so I think because of that, you know, like I will see this character being laughed at for his voice, and it's like this is kind of a nightmare for him. Like, no matter, every time he opens his mouth, people laugh at his voice, you know. Also, I kind of hit puberty later than a lot of people, and so I had like a high-pitched squeaky voice for longer than most people did, and that on top of a lisp that I had, it was not great. It wasn't great. For a while my voice sucked, and I hate going back and listening to my old voice because my old voice was terrible, so bad. But hey, it happens. It happens. So yeah, Pika, I kind of empathize with you a little bit, but you know, he's right now, it seems like he's killing a lot of people. So you know, you don't do that when someone makes fun of your voice. And we got a little possibly Doflamingo backstory here. I mean, assuming it's not a situation where he's just making up his own backstory, but he said, like, my mum died and then I killed my dad, so like this is the only family that I got to speak of. It's pretty hardcore. It's pretty fucked up. But I'm glad that we actually like confirmed that that's a big part of why Doflamingo is super lenient on the people that are with him, because he treats them like family. He sees them as his family. It's very nice. And yeah, I'm glad also that I predicted that Nico Robin was going to use her power to get them to scale the wall, and like create hands on the wall. I didn't think the hands would be interlocking as a net, but still, very cool. Anyway, let's move on to the next episode and the final episode that we're doing in this video. That's episode 684. Here we go. Okay, recap Rubik's. Here we go.
新世界を支配する王と海賊同盟を組んだルフィたちを鳥かごで全国民
And that's the cube complete. Okay, this episode is called The Aftermath of Luffy's Death. I wonder how this feels for Nico Robin, feeling so many people holding onto her arm. Does she feel all of them at once? Oh! No! Nice, good job, Leo. Oh, that's his fist. I thought it was his ass. He's fine. Nice. You better thank Luffy for saving your life. Law. Oh my god. Ah well. Oh cool. Cool, I'm glad they showed us how he survived. Because I was too curious about it. That's a cool way to do that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He's one of the biggest enemies we've ever seen. Cavendish! He's here! Oh my god. He's not holding back. Really? That'd be nice. Oh, true. Oh, your hat. That's nice. Yes, please. That'd be great. Oh, well, Luffy wants to do it himself, I think. Yeah. Aww. That's a sweet reason to fight, though. I like him doing all the voices. I like Cavendish. It's like the golems in Delicious in Dungeon, but like way bigger. It's not really his name, but it's fine. Hey, what's up, guys? Cool. Cool animation. Hell yeah, fuck you. This is nice. We're just seeing a straight up fight. I like when we see these like fights, but it's not just cutting to them defeating them, you know? We're actually seeing each punch and each slash. It's just satisfying. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He wants to thank you, right? Maybe if you guys didn't have such resting bitch faces, like, you just look angry. Okay, at least he can finally talk to Luffy about it. Usopp really got us a lot of allies. Such a stubborn man. They're both stubborn. Hey, man. Luffy's like, stop, guys. Luffy's like, can you guys do literally anything else for me? He would be way happy if you just gave him like a Mars bar. If I was Luffy, I would say to all these people like, look, come with me and take out everyone on the way, but leave Doflamingo to me. And then we'd have a super easy rush there, I'd imagine. Maybe not super easy, but way easier. Back us up. Yes. They all got too much pride to like not be the ones to do the big job. Yeah. They're all almost using this as an excuse to like pump themselves up to kill Doflamingo. Don't fight among yourselves, please. Oh my god, you guys are gonna get killed. These are the Colosseum's strongest fighters you're fucking with. Like, you don't even have the number advantage on them anymore. Oh, the bull! I don't know why I'm reacting like that. Oh, he's happy. Gonna ride him the whole way there. There's a lot of us. We got an army now. A reluctant army. I like how, I think it's Sai that's just like kicking through the air and moving as fast as the horse. Oh yeah, do it. The king seems like he's been warming up, right? I'd like to see him do a fucking awesome punch. Honestly, he might be able to take down Pika. His punch is fucking incredible, right? Oh my god. Alright, all of you. Yeah, I think with all of them working together, they can do some real shit. He's not fully charged, but he's got to use it all now. Hell yeah! Oh. Oh yeah. Nice. All right. How much happened to that episode? I'm just looking at my notes. I think not really much happened that episode, right? And that we mostly had like all of the Colosseum fighters come in and say that they're gonna help out. That was pretty much the entire episode, basically. So yeah, very slow episode, this one. Like this is when people were talking about the slow pacing. Like now I'm starting to really feel it. Like that whole episode, we didn't really have a crazy amount happening. So there's not a crazy amount to discuss as a result of that. But I do like that Usopp is, you know, that he is considered the reason a lot of this is happening. Like, he's really getting his props here, and that, like, people are saying to Luffy, like, hey, I'm following you because your crew member Usopp saved my life. And there are so many people who are saying that, which is great. Like, Luffy, I don't think knows the entire situation of how it all worked and what happened, but all he knows is that a bunch of people are going around and saying Usopp saved his life. And you know what I kind of also like? I like that Luffy's not responding like, what? Usopp? That can't be right. You know, like, he's not doubting that. He actually genuinely just has faith in Usopp, and to him it's like, well, yeah, that Usopp's a good guy and he fights for people. That it would make sense if Usopp saved this many people's lives. It's just like, you know, he's just like, oh, really? Okay, cool. Which I think is nice. It's like a very small aspect of this episode, but I like that Luffy's not replying to that with shock. He's actually just, it just makes sense to him. But yeah, not much to talk about this episode, so I'm just gonna wrap it up there. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. And my Patreon account, you know, will have the next 20 or so episodes in full-length version. You can also join my YouTube membership down below to get 1 week early on edited videos. But thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.